We kick off with health news. A food parasite has affected over 200 individuals in the U.S., causing an intestinal infection known as cyclosporasis. Now, the CDC reported that the parasite is spread across 22 states, including New York City, resulting in 30 hospitalizations since April. Cyclospora is a one-cell parasite typically transmitted when people consume contaminated food or water. Previous outbreaks of cyclosporasis has been linked to imported fresh produce. Now, the CDC has stated they have not identified any specific food items as the main sources of this illness. Well, in economic news, Assemblymember Chantel Jackson hosts a teen pop-up shop at Bronx Borough Hall. Our BronxNet reporter Kyrie Moody has the details.
Assemblymember Chantel Jackson hosts a teen pop-up shop at Bronx Borough Hall. This event shines light on high school students who are and aspire to be successful entrepreneurs in the future. Although Assemblymember Jackson couldn't make it, there were other elected officials in the building, such as Councilmember Kevin C. Riley and Bronx Borough President Vanessa L. Gibson. The students had a very special guest who is an entrepreneur, actress, and motivational speaker, none other than love and hip-hop star Yandy. Yandy, joined by the elected officials, went around table to table to see what these creative students had in mind for a possible business.
My brand name is Madi Modesty, and it's a mixture of streetwear and modest clothing.
My business name is called Blessings. Is the name. It's the words blessing and lessons combined together. And I got that from a traumatic experience that I went through about 2 years ago where I thought it was gonna be, over for me. But out of that, I was able to learn how to do hair, which is making me money now.
I go through anxiety, and through my anxiety, I go to God. I read the gospel. So through my business, I want to inspire other people that they'll be okay despite what they're going through, whether it's depression, anxiety. They'll be fine and they'll make it through.
Being a youth these days is certainly not easy. As you have heard, most of these CEOs have gone through some sort of trauma in their lives. However, look at what that trauma, depression, and anxiety made them into: successful young adults.
I feel like being a young entrepreneur is so that people could look up to me, not only to look up to me, to also empower themselves to, go for what they want and become who they want to be.
Not only were the students able to introduce their brand to elected officials, but they also received 3 citations from Assemblymember Jackson, Councilmember Riley, and Bronx Borough President Vanessa L. Gibson. This is important because these students are on their way to college, and these citations will look very appealing on college applications. With all this new talent and creativity in the Bronx, the future is not only looking brighter for these students, but for the borough of the Bronx. Reporting for BronxNet, Kyrie Moody.
And thank you, Kyrie. In other news, the federal government has given final approval to the MTA's congestion pricing program, making a significant milestone in establishing the first ever congestion pricing system in the United States. Now, while the exact total amount has not been set by the MTA, it is anticipated to fall within the range of $9 to $23 per day for driving a car into the central business district. The agency is considering major discounts for drivers who come in overnight and lower-income commuters without easy access to frequent transit service. Furthermore, the law exempts traffic on the FDR Drive and West Side Highway from the congestion charge. Well, that's all the time we have for our Bronx updates. We are taking a quick update, but we do have more open when we return.